you. Oh, and I have a jam for you. Oh, you what to do? Back on me, and let me see how much time you could give. Come now, girl, back on me, and let me see how much power you could give. You look like you belong on a poster, and that's why I'm holding you closer, girl. I really love your body. Can you disrupt me to my heart? And when you whine, girl, you have me falling more. Oh yeah, can I say you stop me to my heart? And when you whine, girl, you have me falling more. I really love your body. Back on me, and let me see how much time you could give. Come now, girl, back on me, and let me see how much power you could give. Grip you tight like a hip to a holster. I just want to hold you closer, girl. I really love your body. Can you disrupt me to my heart? And when you whine, girl, you have me falling more. Oh yeah, girl, I say you stop me to my heart. And when you whine, girl, you have me falling more. I really love your body. And when you give me your address so I could come knock you down.
Greetings, 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 and salutations, one and all.
And I have a wife for you.
Welcome to the night shift to DJ Kevin Stew.
Let me see how much time you could give.
It's Healthy Love Night.
Back on me. Let me see how much power you could.
Kicking it off tonight with a sound of lyrical. A track called My Heart. How you doing? Inviting you to call a friend, tell a friend, friends of your friends, friends of your enemies, enemies of your friends, and your enemies too.
I just want to hold you closer.
Call everybody.
Really love your body. Can you disrupt me?
And one them with the sexy body too.
Cause I have a jam for you.
Yeah man, cause I have a jam for you.
And I have a wine for you. Let me see how much time you could give. Come now, girl, back on me.
I want to say big ups to each and everyone locked in right now. Those on TuneIn Radio. On the night shift with DJ Kevin Stew. Yeah man, the TuneIn channel have that name too. Big ups to those hailing from across the pond. One Harmony Radio. Top of the morning to you guys over there. Big ups to those who are hailing out of New Jersey, NIE Radio with the Motivator.
Love your body. Can you disrupt me? Cause I have a jam for you.
Yeah man, I have a jam for you. You, yeah, you.
I have a wine for you.
No, not you, Motivator, not you.
Let me see how much time you could give.
Big ups to those out in New York, Island, worldwide, exhibiting the power of music. Thank you to the Foundation Radio Network, ClintonLindsay.com out of South Florida. Those out of Texas, WGLRO, Hollywood Radio, Dusic Media Groups. Much love to you. Thank you to CR7.
I just want to hold you closer, girl.
Those locked in on PEMGTV.com. And of course, if you're here right here at the home of the night shift of DJ Kevin Stew, kevinstew.com. Welcome. So glad to have you. Couldn't do it without you. You have my word, I wouldn't even try.
You are just so I could come knock you down.
Want to say big ups to those who are locked in on Facebook Live. Remember, don't get too comfortable. It's only a segment broadcast. Segment mean peace.
Let me see how much time you could give. Come now, girl.
Yeah, so you're not getting the whole thing.
Much power you could give. Can you disrupt me to my heart? And when you whine, girl, you have me falling more. Oh yeah, girl, I say you stop me to my heart. And when you whine, girl, you have me falling more. I really love your body. let me see how much time you could
I
give.
want to say thank you to my segment sponsor,
Let me see how much.
Pulse E-Media Group.
Grip you tight like a hip.
When being in the moment, it's priceless. Give them a call. They handle your videos, your photos, your streaming, your ads, and more. Everything you see on kevinstew.com, they can hook you up with that. So you're streaming a wedding, a party, a seminar, a funeral, a church service, you name it. They provide you the tools that you need to stream on your secure platform.
How much time you could give. Come knock it. Double back on me.
Give them a call, 754-999-1140. That's 754-999-1140. Or check them out online, pulseemg.com. Tell them DJ Kevin Stew sent you.
Let me see how much time you could give. Come knock it. Double back on me. Let me see how much time you could give. Grip you tight like a hip to a holster. I just want to hold you closer, girl. I really love your body.
The sound of lyrical, the track is called My Heart.
And when you wind, girl, you have me balling. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I want to thank you, Lyrical, because
And when you wind, girl, you have me balling.
this tune here is so appropriate for our topic tonight.
Aye.
I don't know if y'all have ever heard of this condition called Trigeminy. Have you ever heard of it? No, I'm not telling you to go try something. No, this is actually what the condition is called. And I was like, when I first heard about this, I was like, wait, try who? Try what? What are you telling me to do? And the person said, no. The condition is called Trigeminy. I was like, okay. So if I am hearing about this for the first time, that probably means that some other people are going to be hearing about it for the first time. So let me go ahead and share it with some people. What is Trigeminy? Now, according to healthline.com, in a typical heart rhythm, the heart beats in an even pattern. Pudum, pudum, pudum. You know, typical heartbeat. The top part of the heart squeezes, then the bottom part of the heart squeezes in regular rhythm, which is why it sounds like that. Sometimes, though, the bottom part of the heart, the ventricles, can beat slightly out of rhythm. Now, I don't know why that part of the heart decide that it's going to be out of rhythm, but clearly that part of the heart is not from the Caribbean. Because, you know, people in the Caribbean have rhythm all the time, every time. But sometimes the bottom part of the heart can be slightly out of rhythm. And this is known as premature ventricular complex, or PVC, not the pipe, not the plastic. This one is premature ventricular complex, or ventricular premature beat, which doesn't sound as cool, apparently. Now, when this occurs in a 3-beat pattern, doctors call it trigeminy. Why a 3-beat pattern, you might ask? If we have enough time, we'll touch on that a little bit later on. Now, this pattern can be 2 normal beats, or called sinus, 2 or sinews, 2 normal beats, and 1 abnormal one. Another trigeminy pattern is 2 PVCs with 1 sinus beat. The rhythm is different from, well, here we go, bigeminy, where the heart beats with 1 sinus beat and 1 PVC. Remember, the PVC is not the pipe. It's the premature ventricular complex, where the bottom part of the heart kind of beats out of sync. All right, so we have a general idea of what trigeminy is. What causes it? Because the heart is one of those muscles that typically, we are formed in our mother's womb, and the heart is beating before we enter this space, this outside space. So if the heart is one of those organs, one of those that just does what it does, what will make it not do what it does the right way? The heart conducts its own electricity. Really cool. Usually in a regular route. The electric signals go to certain pathways and parts of the heart that send signals to the nearby heart muscle to beat. In most people, the signal follows an expected pathway that an electrocardiogram, EKG, can trace. However, in some people, the electricity takes a different path. It's electric. It really is. Now, this can result in abnormal heart rhythms, which this whole trigeminy thing is, really. And atrial fibrillation or an irregular heartbeat is one example of an abnormal heart rhythm. Trigeminy, that's another. You thought they were the same thing, right? No. No, they're not. So, as we're talking about this, if you want to share your experience with having an extra beat to your heart versus your heart skipping a beat, go ahead, drop me a line. 773-789-STEW. 773-789-7839. You can call, you can text, you can WhatsApp, you can Telegram. They all work. You can connect with me straight. And, of course, you can jump into the stew pot on kevinstew.com. For those of you wondering, the stew pot is what others call a chat room, but because we're fancy on kevinstew.com, we call it the stew pot. It's where we keep things interactive and bubbling. So come on over. You don't need to register for anything. You don't need to sign up. You don't need to give your firstborn. You don't need to give a spleen. None of that. Just be there. Go to kevinstew.com. Those of you on Facebook Live, it is pinned in the comment section. Just go there, and you're in the chat room. You can remain anonymous if you want to, or you can let me know who it is that I'm interacting with. And remember, kevinstew.com is where you go to have acceptance through enlightenment. That's what we're encouraging, right? So no comment is a dumb comment, but we do ask that you keep it respectful, or else you will be removed from the pot. Yeah, we're going to strain you. We're going to, lift you out of the stew pot. All right, cool. So, an irritable area of the heart is usually the cause of trigeminy. This means that while the electricity is conducted through the heart, an area of the heart sends out a separate signal that affects how the heart beats. In some people, this is a normal heartbeat pattern. Nothing wrong with their heart. It just conducts beats differently from most of the population. So you people have extra rhythm. Anyone that is diagnosed with trigeminy, apparently you have extra rhythm because you have your own extra beat. Now, stress and exhaustion can also result in trigeminy. These states cause a person's body to release chemicals associated with stress that stimulate the heart and can lead to, you guessed it, PVCs. Now, in other people, taking something that affects the heart can temporarily cause trigeminy. These things would include alcohol, caffeine, cocaine, methamphetamines, nicotine. But if you don't take any of those things, well, You just have a whole lot more beat than everybody else. PVCs and abnormal heart rhythms are also known in those with, well, heart disease. Now, this includes coronary artery disease, mitral valve prolapse, and cardiomyopathy. So, if you suffer from these conditions, chances are you could have trigeminy. So, does that mean that you're trigeminic? I don't know. Like I said, this is a whole new thing to me. So, those of you that know a little bit about this, have heard about this before, or know someone that can talk about it, invite them to share. So then, we know that there's an extra beat happening. Is there anything else that falls under the umbrella of symptoms of trigeminy? Most people don't have symptoms with their heart rhythm if they're suffering from this condition. They may go their entire lives having occasional or constant episodes of trigeminy and never know it. However, sometimes a person may have symptoms related to this heart rhythm. They may feel as if their heart is fluttering in their chest, or other symptoms a person may experience with trigeminy include chest pain, shortness of breath, syncope, which is feeling faint, especially when standing up. Now, in some people with known heart disease or heart problems, trigeminy can be a concern because the heart may become more likely to go into a harmful heart rhythm. These harmful heart rhythms could take the form of atrial fibrillation, or ventricular fibrillation, or ventricular tachycardia. Tachycardia. Yeah, that's the one. Now, I know it sounded kind of weird just now. Yeah. So, these heart rhythms affect the heart's ability to pump blood effectively throughout the body. At their most severe, these heart rhythms could damage the heart and lead to cardiac arrest. So, again, the more harmful heart rhythms, atrial fibrillation, ventricular fibrillation, and ventricular tachycardia. Now, is there a way to diagnose this condition? Well, a doctor may first identify trigeminy by looking at a person's EKG tracing. The EKG is a painless test that measures the electrical activity of the heart. Because again, the heart produces its own electricity. The doctor will identify the two regular beats plus the irregular beat. The irregular beat will be consistent in its appearance. Sometimes a doctor may recommend a test that involves wearing a special monitor called a Holter monitor. It measures a person's heart rhythm for a period of 1 to 2 days. Reviewing the monitor's results can help a doctor identify how often a person's heart rhythm is trigeminy. Is there a way to treat it? Well, do you even need to treat it? If it is something that is not that dangerous, if it is something that many people go their entire lives without a worry about it, should it be treated? Well, trigeminy isn't necessarily a harmful rhythm. If you don't have any symptoms related to it, your doctor may not recommend any treatment. They could suggest that you avoid known trigeminy causes, such as caffeine and certain drugs, to see if your heart rhythm returns to normal. But what if you have a heart condition and things like this happen just ever so often? Out of the blue, you might be chilling and all of a sudden your heart is racing or fluttering, as the case may be, and you're not watching or listening to my broadcast. It just happens. I can understand if it happens with my broadcast, but okay. So I must stop because I'm playing, of course. But if you are having symptoms, your doctor may try to identify a potential cause. For example, sometimes after a heart attack, a person will have less common heart rhythms in the form of trigeminy or other variations. A doctor will often prescribe medications such as antiarrhythmics or beta blockers to improve the heart's function and reduce the chances that abnormal heart rhythms will come back. Sometimes a doctor may recommend a procedure called a cardiac ablation. Now, this involves inserting a special catheter through the groin and advancing it toward the heart. The doctor will use the catheter to ablate or burn small areas of the heart that are causing abnormal heart rhythms. So, basically, the doctor going to punish the heart for acting up? Well, if you're going to be using burn therapy, it sounds like punishment. Heart, behave yourself. If you're experiencing this and you're at home, are there any at home remedies? Is there anything that you can do by yourself to address it? Well, home treatments for trigeminy involve avoiding the food and substances known to affect heart rhythm, engaging in stress-relieving practices, and getting more sleep may also help to reduce the heart's irritability, decreasing the likelihood that trigeminy will occur. So, basically, you need to rest up and rest a lot. Now, based on that, I would think that more people would suffer from trigeminy because in the United States, that is, because here it's always go, 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 go. So if you're always on the go and you're not really getting rest, chances are you're more susceptible to trigeminy. Now, for most people, trigeminy doesn't cause any problems or adverse effects. If you do have symptoms, go ahead and see a doctor. They can recommend a variety of treatments to promote a healthy heart and ideally correct abnormal heart rhythms. Things like, punishment for the heart. You get burn treatment. But it isn't really burn treatment. It's just burning parts of the heart that is causing the irregularity. So I guess it is really burn treatment. But that catheter, that's quite a procedure, isn't it? Doctor is inserting a catheter from the groin up to the heart. Isn't it easier to just do a small incision in the chest and just go to the heart? This is why I'm a DJ and not a DR. Don't listen to me because, again, I deal with music. So, again, looking at just real quickly before we take a quick break, possible causes of trigeminy: low blood oxygen, such as with chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, high blood pressure, alcohol use, anemia, some medications such as decongestants that could cause trigeminy. Smoking, increased adrenaline such as from caffeine, exercise, or anxiety. Be anxious for nothing. It can cause trigeminy. Valvular heart disease, thyroid abnormalities, or other hormonal problems can also cause trigeminy. Pregnancy can cause it. A high level of endurance activity, structural irregularities of the heart, such as left atrial enlargement, can cause it, and sleep apnea can also cause trigeminy. Again, not necessarily dangerous, but worth knowing about. You can use, a doctor might prescribe channel blockers. Where is it? Medications including antiarrhythmics, beta blockers, or calcium channel blockers can be used in the treatment of trigeminy. Severe cases may require surgery or other procedures, like what we mentioned with the catheter ablation. So, just a quick overview of what trigeminy is, giving you some insight. But something else was mentioned, and that is bigeminy. And so we're going to have to ask the question, what is bigeminy? And it is not someone saying bigeminy. No. It's not talking about Jiminy Cricket. And medicalnewstoday.com is going to provide us with some information about bigeminy when we come back from the break. Those of you locked in on Facebook Live, catch you all later on. Do tell someone about the broadcast. Come on over if you can. The link is pinned in the comment section. It's kevinstew.com. Hey, Dr. sorry. David Livingston Smith. How are you, sir? Thank you for passing by. Thank you for the thumbs up. Truly appreciate of it. Do tell Sabrina I said hello. And I'm working towards coming to get my plate. I see you cooking up some things there, man. Listen. Working on coming to get my plate. Alright. Gonna take a quick little break. We'll be right back after these messages.
Policy Media Group, innovative streaming and recording, has done it again. A new way to get your business in full view of your neighborhood consumer through AdShare TV. It's available in your neighborhood today. It's easy. Just call us 754-999-6020. Become a host today and place a TV monitor in a strategic location so it's easy to see. Get a 1-minute video ad or longer that plays anywhere in our network. Can't be a host? No problem. For a few dollars, we'll run your 30-second video ad. A host can run announcement specials like buy one get one free or discount ads. Let's turn your flyers into a 30-second video with music or a voiceover, or let us create and run your video ad with a spokesperson. Take advantage of our early enrollment discount. Join us today. Your ad will be seen at least 30 times per day in your AdShare TV neighborhood. It's easy. Just call us 754-999-6020. AdShare TV, part of Pulse Media Group.
Do remember this coming Saturday, October 16th, is Rhythms of the Heart, the October edition and celebration of G-Mac's birthday, which is actually today. So, Rhythms of the Heart, the October edition, Happens in Margate, Florida at Valencia's. It's live music. Doors open at 8 p.m. Tickets, pre-sold tickets are $10. You can get tickets on Eventbrite. You can hit me up for tickets. And I do have a complimentary ticket giving away. If you can hit me up and tell me who was a surprise guest at Rhythms of the Heart, the September edition, it will win you a complimentary ticket to Rhythms of the Heart, the October edition, celebrating GMAC's birthday, courtesy of GMAC Music Solutions. So do check them out. If you can be there, it's an event you do not want to miss.
It takes an entire village to raise a child. Hello, I'm Paul Campbell, here to talk about PALAS, Peace and Love Academic Scholarship. This non-profit group supports students facing serious obstacles from entering or continuing their studies, not because the grades are failing, but due to the lack of financial support.
Over the past 8 years, PALAS has awarded 600 scholarships valued at approximately 50.3 million Jamaican dollars, or 415,000 US dollars.
Together, we must build a better future for our children. Please visit www.palace1.org and make your donation to brighten the future of a deserving child. PALAS, preserving young minds for posterity.
Imagine having our own Caribbean Center.
Imagine a museum highlighting our history and the contributions of Caribbean people to the world.
Imagine being able to visit and learn about the islands we call home
in a place where our kids can see and feel their cultural heritage. You can make this vision come to life.
Help us create this first of its kind space
that all Caribbean people can be proud of. Your contribution to Island Space Caribbean Museum will help this dream come true.
Visit islandspacefl.org/GoFundMe.
Visit islandspacefl.org/GoFundMe.
Visit islandspacefl.org/GoFundMe and donate today.
It takes an entire village to raise a child. Hello, I'm Paul Campbell, here to talk about PALAS, Peace and Love Academic Scholarship. This non-profit group supports students.
Hey, I'm representing for DJ Kevin Stew, working on the night shift radio show. Won't go changing like the weather, just to please the devil never. Will DJ Kevin Stew sell his soul? That's a word and honor. It's Christine representing word and honor. Selassie DJ Kevin Stew. Paul Anthony. Love hurts. Night dark.
I don't wanna wait in vain. Love hurts, but I love the pain. Shots and Novocaine through my brain. I'm about to go insane. I don't wanna lose you, baby. If I did, it would drive me crazy. Without you, everything seems easy. Stay close to me where you're supposed to be. You say I'm selfish cause I need you for myself. It's bad for my health, girl, but I don't want nobody else, yeah. And I know I could be a little extreme. You brighten up my world like I beam. Enough of them must say, oh, love is blinding, but you bring the clarity like me Visine. The girl of my dreams, I melt like ice cream. Anytime you're around, I'm in the presence of a queen. You show me love that's sweet like 16. Or a fruit from a tree, or a cool summer breeze, yeah. Right. Panic and feel lose you, but you're moving away and I can feel it. Now you're telling me you need some space. My mind just start figure race. That's why I don't wanna wait in vain. Love hurts, but I love the pain. Shots and Novocaine through my brain. I'm about to go insane. I don't wanna lose you, baby. If I did, it would drive me crazy. Without don't you everything seem easy? Stay close to me where you're supposed to be. Don't give up on me now. Can't let the negativity come between us, girl. I know you got your fears, anxiety and despair. Talk to me, don't push me away. I need to hear all the words you've got to say. We can take it day by day. So baby, won't you just stay? If you leave me, I will cry until me eye them run dry. Can't sit down, cause you know why I'm a stand-up guy. Without you, every little thing won't be alright now. Through the darkness, you were my light. So right to know I'm just lost in the night. I might be okay, then again I may never, cause we belong together. You know that I don't wanna wait in vain. Love hurts, but I love the pain. Shots and Novocaine through my brain. I'm about to go insane.
The son of Paul Anthony.
You, baby, if I did it would drive me.
Track called Love Hurts.
Everything seemed easy.
Welcome back to the broadcast.
Why? I don't wanna wait in vain.
It's called Healthy Love on the Night Shift with DJ Kevin Stew.
Shots and Novocaine through my brain.
I want to say thank you to my segment sponsor, Althea and her Healing Heavenly Hands. Althea is a licensed massage therapist.
Don't you everything seem.
She comes to you,
Stay close to me where you're
bringing her table, her oils, and her Healing Heavenly Hands with over 20 years massage therapy experience.
You got your fears.
Go ahead and give her a call and make your appointment. Her name is Althea S.U.
Need to hear
her number 954-655-9000. That's 954-655-9000. You can also email her at Thealater. That's TheAlater at att.net.
Now, through the darkness, you were my light. So right to know I'm just lost in the.
She operates out of Broad County, North Miami-Dade, and South Palm Beach counties. So
you know that
if you're in the Tri-County area, South Florida,
but I love the pain.
Give her a call.
Novocaine through my brain.
She'll come to you. She only asks one thing outside of paying her, that you get off her table and go sleep somewhere else when she's done.
Everything seems
because if you're anything like me, you're guaranteed to fall asleep.
Wait in vain. Love hurts, but I love the pain. Shots and Novocaine through my brain. I'm about to go insane.
Thank you, Paul Anthony.
Baby, if I
track called Love Hurts.
Without you, everything seems easy. Stay close to me where you're supposed to be.
So since we were looking at Trigeminy tonight, we had to touch a little bit on bigeminy. And because, it was mentioned when we were looking at what Trigeminy is. Bigeminy is the technical term for the sensation of the heart skipping a beat, which is also sometimes described as heart palpitations or fluttering. Who knew? Well, the doctors, I guess. Now, while the heart does not literally skip a beat, it may feel that way. The reason is that the heart's rhythm has become irregular, and the movement of blood through it is different to what a person expects. Now, most people will experience bigeminy at some point in their lives, and mostly it's not a cause for concern. Learning more about bigeminy can help people understand their symptoms and understand when they may need to seek medical care. So, what are some things to know about bigeminy? It is a common form of arrhythmia. That's the first thing. Bigeminy is when a normal heartbeat is followed by a premature one. And all ages can experience bigeminy, although it is more common in older adults. And the most common symptom is the feeling of an irregular heartbeat. Now, palpitations that occur with bigeminy can have many causes, and it may not be possible to identify just one particular cause. One study of people treated for palpitations at a university medical center found 40% were caused by arrhythmia, 31% were due to anxiety or panic attacks, or panic disorders, 16% had no identifiable causes, none, zero, zilch. 6% were due to prescription, over-the-counter, or illegal drugs. Greetings, 1607. 4% had non-cardiac causes, and 3% had a cardiac cause other than arrhythmia. Now, experts might not always be able to say what causes each case of bigeminy, but the condition is linked to changes in the heart's rhythm sparked by variations in its electrical system, which is really interesting because this is one of the things that fascinates me about the human body. We go every day, we live on energy. Energy is flowing through us from the moment we are created, basically. Energy is flowing through us. When I say energy, I'm talking about electrical impulses, because this is how our nerves operate. This is how signals are sent from the brain to parts of our body through electrical impulses. And our heart produces its own electricity. Fascinating, right? So here it is. Even though the heart is only the size of a fist, it's just this big, the human heart is an incredible rhythm machine. It beats 100,000 times a day and moves roughly 5 liters of blood throughout the body, a distance of almost 60,000 miles. Some vehicles can't operate without getting serviced in 60,000 miles. Well, it's 60,000 miles. Most vehicles don't operate without getting serviced several times within 60,000 miles. The heart will pump 5 liters of blood throughout the body in a day. Now, it does all this thanks to a rhythmic cycle of contraction and relaxation, which pumps blood through the 4 chambers of the heart. This process is triggered by electrical impulses occurring 60 to 100 times a minute. And that is while an adult is at rest. So we're not talking about an active adult at this time. This is 100 times a minute, 60 to 100 times a minute for a resting adult. That's crazy when you think about it. The heart is doing some ridiculous amounts of work. The characteristic sound of the heart is labub, labub, labub. That's what I said. It's lub dub, lub dub. I said it wrong. It's lub dub, lub dub. So you get that 2 sound, that budup, budup. Yeah, I guess they couldn't write out budup. So it's lub dub, lub dub. And this comes from the valves between the chambers opening and closing as the blood circulates through the heart. Now, when the timing gets skewed, when it gets off a little bit, the rhythm gets thrown off also. The technical term for this is an arrhythmia. And there are many forms of it, which include bigeminy and, of course, trigeminy. Now, when bigeminy occurs, excuse me, it may feel as if the heart is skipping a beat or having palpitations. These unusual early beats are also called ectopic contractions. An individual may feel as if there's a pause between the beat of their heart. It may feel like the heart is skipping a beat, but bigeminy is a kind of arrhythmia in which the heart beats too early or prematurely. If heart palpitations are accompanied by feeling faint, actually fainting, or dizziness, individuals should seek prompt medical care. It's important that you go check your doctor immediately, because that's when you know something is up. Now, if this skipping of a beat, this bigeminy, If it lasts for a long time, if it recurs, or someone has a personal or family history of heart disease, at that time it is recommended to see a doctor to be diagnosed. Doctors will ask about symptoms in their chest, such as palpitations, incidents of dizziness. They'll ask about heart issues, such as high blood pressure or previous arrhythmia. They'll ask about diabetes, thyroid problems, personal stress levels, exercise habits, use of tobacco, prescription drug use of supplements and over-the-counter drugs, consumption of caffeine and alcohol, or use of cocaine and other illicit drugs. Doctors ask about these issues because they can all affect heart health. It's not just because they want to be up in your business. No. All of these can affect heart health. As heart problems may have a genetic link, doctors will also most likely take a detailed family health history. A physical exam is important to diagnosing bigeminy, with doctors taking a close look at the condition of the heart. The first steps for this process involve taking pulse and blood pressure readings, listening to the heart rate and rhythm, checking for a heart murmur, looking for signs of heart failure such as edema or swelling, checking thyroid health, and other possible causes of arrhythmia. The best way to examine the heart of the health of the heart's rhythm is with an electrocardiogram, also affectionately known as an EKG. An ECG measures the timing and the level of it's EKG or ECG, just so that you know, just to clear that up. Now, this measures the timing and the level of electrical waves passing through the heart and stimulating the different chambers to contract and relax. Bigeminy will not usually require complicated treatment and will frequently resolve on its own. So again, it's not one of your more dangerous conditions of the heart. Medical experts have identified several substances as potential triggers for episodes of bigeminy. Limiting or avoiding intake of these can make it a little easier for the heart to keep a steady beat. Potential substances and triggers to avoid include caffeine in coffee, tea, energy drinks, and some soft drinks. Now, me personally, I'm not into soft drinks anymore. I used to just absolutely love drinking sodas. But that's not quite the case anymore for me. Is something wrong with me? I don't think so. It's just that I've evolved some. I've changed my lifestyle, really. That's what it is. But going back to the list. So, caffeine, nicotine, alcohol, medications for seasonal allergies, asthma, and colds. Same things that affect trigeminy. High blood pressure may increase the likelihood of palpitations, which gives individuals with hypertension more reason to carefully manage their blood sugar. Or their blood pressure, sorry. Exercise may often trigger episodes of bigeminy, so individuals who have had palpitations should use caution when starting or returning to fitness activities. Doctors may prescribe drugs known as beta blockers when bigeminy episodes are frequent and potentially serious. In the rare cases of bigeminy that require more aggressive treatment, a surgical process known as catheter ablation may be used to treat heart tissue. And you heard me mention catheter ablation when we started talking about trigeminy. So you may notice a lot of similarities between the two. The main difference is 3 beats versus 2 beats. The trigeminy, because it's 3 beats, one of them being off, and bigeminy is 2 beats, one on, one off. Now, in most cases, when otherwise healthy people experience bigeminy, the symptoms go away on their own, and there is no need for treatment. However, if episodes of bigeminy are frequent and severe, particularly if they are accompanied by dizziness and feeling faint, people should see a doctor for a thorough evaluation and a treatment plan. For those who already know they have heart disease, frequent episodes of bigeminy could be a sign that they are at increased risk for serious heart problems. These people should see their doctors to discuss adapting their treatment plans. So don't just think, okay, everything is fine, it's all gravy, it'll pass, but yeah, I have a condition. Yeah, you don't want to be playing with it. If your heart is otherwise healthy and it skips a beat here and there, that's okay. Your heart has a way of, the human body has a way of fixing that, especially the heart. It takes care of that. It gets back into rhythm. But sometimes it's off. And if you have other conditions, it could cause a lot of problems. So, is there a way to stop heart palpitations? That sensation where your heart is pounding or racing. Is there a way to, that fluttering feeling, that bigeminy or trigeminy, is there a way to stop it? Well, we'll find out. You see what trigeminy led us to? It just opened up a door and just led us down this path. When we come back from this next break, we're going to look at ways to stop heart palpitations. Call a friend, tell a friend. It's a night shift to DJ Kevin Stew Healthy Love Night. And we started off with trigeminy. We looked at bigeminy. Now we're going to look at ways to possibly stop heart palpitations. When we come back from the break, that is. We'll see you soon. All right? We'll be right back.
Reggae Global Entertainment presents the brand new self-titled album from Yishka with 9 great songs. Oh, Baby, Let Me Love You.
Oh, baby.
Be Grateful for Life.
Be grateful for life.
Shake You Down.
Girl, I wanna shake you
What else can I do?
What else can I do?
Babe, Come Over.
Baby, come over.
My. It's our time.
You know I love you.
For your love.
I would do anything.
I'm Falling.
In love again.
Yishka. 9 great songs. Available on all streaming platforms.
You sure look good tonight.
Available now.
Matthew 28:19 says, "Go ye therefore and teach all nations." With this in mind and encouragement received during a South Florida media conference, The Church Links was birthed. The Church Links is an interdenominational worship service portal for churches, providing the tools to spread the word through technology in a cost-effective way. The Church Links. www.dahchurchlinx.com. Your links to worship and praise.
Teddy Greaves Jr. with 6 brand new songs out now on his brand new EP, Teddy Greaves Jr. with songs you know and love like Can You Stop the Rain? One Last Cry. Can't Get Over You. Wait Too Long. You and I. And One Last Cry, the acoustic version. Teddy Greaves Jr., now available on all major digital platforms. Teddy Greaves Jr. Making great music is one thing, sharing it with the world, that's another. Let the professionals at Reggae Global Entertainment help you to another level. Specializing in artist management, booking, public relations and marketing, and promotion, Reggae Global Entertainment can help you with event planning, websites, photography, and video production, press releases, legal services, and graphic design. They can even help you with music production, so you can get the sound that you want every time. Call Reggae Global Entertainment at 954-804-8199. That's 804-8199. Or visit them online at reggaeglobalentertainment.com.
Hey yo, this is Paramount to let you know that right about now you are logged on to DJ Kevin Stew on the night shift. Don't move.
Welcome you back to the broadcast. In the background, the sound of Al Third.
Life in the big city is where I see myself.
The track is called Live It Up.
Poverty don't fit me. It is evident. Yeah. I see my name.
I want to say thank you to my segment sponsor, Reggae Global Entertainment. Reggae Global Entertainment acts as your booking agents and your tour management. They can take care of your copyrights, business registration, music production, marketing and promotion, and so much more. Give them a call, 954-804-8199. That's 954-804-8199. Or check them out online, reggaeglobalentertainment.com. Tell them DJ Kevin Stew sent you. according to medical news today, heart palpitations can cause a sensation of a pounding heart or a racing pulse. Palpitations can also feel like a fluttering feeling in the chest or like the heart has skipped a beat. While medical attention may be necessary, some home remedies can help to stop palpitations. Now, for those of you who are tuned into the whole broadcast, we started with Trigeminy. We looked at bigeminy. Now we're just going to look at overall palpitations. Because based on the information that I've come across, they all fall under the same umbrella. Right? Right. Hey Dave, how you doing, bro? Welcome to the broadcast. Now, lifestyle factors can cause heart palpitations. Less frequently, an underlying medical condition is responsible. Palpitations can result from a few conditions and they require a doctor's care, like thyroid problems, abnormal heart rhythms being your arrhythmias, atrial fibrillation, heart failure, in rare cases, heart failure. So, what can we do at home to help reduce palpitations? Well, firstly, you want to perform relaxation techniques. Stress can have many ill effects on a person's health. It can induce palpitations or it can make them worse. It may help to try some relaxation techniques, like listening to or watching The Night Shift with DJ Kevin Stew. No, that's actually not on the list, but I'm going to toss that in there anyway. But some techniques according to medical news today: meditation, deep breathing, journaling, yoga, spending time outdoors, exercising, taking short breaks from work or school, using a method of guided imagery, and you can purchase these online. You also want to reduce or eliminate stimulant intake. Some symptoms may become noticeable after using a stimulant. So there are some things that contain stimulants, and as such, you'd want to avoid these, or at all cost, or just cut or minimize them. Tobacco products, illegal drugs. Well, you definitely don't want to be messing around with illegal drugs. Some cold and cough medications, caffeine in beverages like coffee, tea, soda. Appetite suppressants for those trying to lose weight and they're using supplements. Yeah, you might want to be careful with your appetite suppressants. Marijuana. Now, people give marijuana a bad name, but they have marijuana on this list. Not too sure why, but they say marijuana. You can tell that I support marijuana, right? Not that I've ever used it personally. Well, I do use marijuana products. So, does that count? CBD oils and creams, do those count? I think they do. Some mental health drugs. So, if you have to take drugs to help your mental health, you may end up in problems because they cause palpitations. Some of them. Some high blood pressure medications also. Now, not all stimulants will cause palpitations in everyone. So, one might cause it in me, but not in you. It's just how we're made up. You can stimulate the vagus nerve. Now, the vagus nerve connects the brain to the heart, and stimulating it can help to calm palpitations. How can you stimulate the vagus nerve? Well, holding the breath and pushing down as if making a bowel movement. Coughing. Placing ice or a cold, damp towel on the face for a few seconds. Gagging, splashing cold water on the face. Chanting um, taking a cold shower. Now, before trying this method, consult a doctor who can advise on the best technique. But all those mentioned stimulates the vagus nerve. You want to keep your electrolytes balanced. Now, electrolytes are molecules found throughout the body that help to transfer electrical signals. These signals play a significant role in regulating the heart rate. So if your electrolytes are low, it can affect your heart. A person can boost the number of electrolytes in their body by eating certain foods rich in sodium, potassium, calcium, and magnesium. A normal diet usually provides a sufficient source of sodium. But you have certain foods which are high in potassium. Your potatoes, bananas, avocados, and spinach. Dairy products and dark leafy greens are rich in calcium. Magnesium is also found in these vegetables as well as nuts and fish. Now, when it comes to dairy products, let me just say this. Let me just put this in there. Coming from me, not from Medical News Today. Because things have changed so much with dairy. The cows providing the milk are pumped full of antibiotics. Their conditions, because they're in CAFOs, are not the healthiest of conditions, hence the pumping of the antibiotics. So that comes out in the dairy. So dairy is not what it used to be 30 years ago. It just isn't. 30, 40, 50 years ago. So you might want to be careful when it comes to your dairy products. It may be tempting to attain these nutrients mentioned before by taking supplements. Now, a person should consult a doctor before trying any supplements, particularly if they're also taking prescription medication. So watch out for that. When the body is dehydrated, the heart has to work harder to circulate blood. And that can also cause palpitations. Drink plenty of water throughout the day. The recommended amount will vary depending on age, sex, and whether a person is pregnant, according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, the CDC. A person should drink a full cup or glass of water when they see their urine is dark or their heart rate increases. They have dry mouth. They feel thirsty. They have a headache. Drink some water. Don't go to that painkiller as your first thing. If you feel dizzy, if your skin is dry or pruny, it could be signs that you're dehydrated. So go ahead and drink some water. Drink a glass of water. And my recommendation would be room temperature water. You want to avoid excessive alcohol use. You don't necessarily have to avoid alcohol, just the excessive use of alcohol. Alcohol is a depressant and does not typically raise the heart rate. Now, while drinking in moderation is not necessarily problematic, some research indicates that even one drink a day can increase the risk of developing atrial fibrillation. A palpitating heart is just one symptom of this condition. So keep that in mind. Of course, you want to exercise regularly. Exercise can improve overall cardiovascular health and restore a heart's natural rhythm. It can also help to reduce stress and anxiety. Cardiovascular exercise helps to strengthen the heart, which can prevent or reduce palpitations. Beneficial exercises include walking, jogging, running, biking, swimming. What is not included on this list is sex. Yes, it should be on the list, but it isn't. However, exercise may trigger palpitations in some people, and it is important to identify and avoid problematic exercises. That's probably why it's not on the list. Consult a doctor before starting a new exercise routine. So, when is a good time to consult a doctor? Well, if heart palpitations tend to last longer than just a few seconds, you may need to see a doctor. A doctor can determine whether an underlying condition is causing the palpitations. Now, these conditions commonly include heart disease, thyroid issues, anxiety, heart failure, heart valve disease. Other causes include exercise, stress, dehydration, illness, some medications. Funny that exercise is on the list, right? Yeah, I know, but exercise is on the list. You can overdo it. Too much of a good thing is a bad thing. Illegal drug use, some medications, pregnancy, caffeine, tobacco use, excessive alcohol intake. Some prescription medications can cause heart palpitations. And also, a person who has had a heart attack may be more likely to develop palpitations. Treatment will depend on the cause, and a doctor may recommend surgery, medication, a pacemaker, changing medications that may be causing palpitations. So, what then is the takeaway from all this? Heart palpitations are common, and they often last a few seconds. The tips that we just mentioned can help to stop palpitations and or reduce their occurrence. Do see a doctor if the sensation lasts for more than just a few seconds. This may indicate an underlying condition that requires treatment. So, don't just take it for granted that because it lasted a little bit longer this time and it did it last week just one time, that it's going to resolve itself. At that point, I am thinking, yeah, you might want to get that checked out. So, there you have it. Trigeminy, bigeminy, heart palpitations. Let's take care of our heart health, because, once that starts going south, you can pretty much call it a day. We're gonna have an extended musical therapy tonight. And we're kicking it off with Hopton, Linda, and Fiona. A track called In the Mood from their EP of the same name.
I'm in the mood. Yes, you're looking rude. I'm in the mood to make love tonight. Hey, well, everything is gonna be alright. I'm in the mood. Yes, you're looking rude. I'm in the mood to make love tonight. Hey, well, everything is gonna be alright. Let's light up a candle. Make sure you can handle what's in store tonight. It's a foregone conclusion. I'll rise to the occasion. Tonight I'm gonna treat you right. I've been waiting all day for this moment. Rest assured there'll be no disappointment. Ready like never before. Just call me a doctor, cause I've got the cure. Yes, you're looking rude. I'm in the mood to make love tonight. Hey, well, everything is gonna be alright. I'm in the mood. Yes, you're looking rude. I'm in the mood to make love tonight. Hey, well, everything is gonna be alright. White lingerie, seductive smile. I see the fire in your eyes. No more delay. Oh, no. I like your style. You have me hypnotized. Satisfaction guaranteed. I love what you do to me. Yeah. Baby, we've got the chemistry. So just lay it on me, baby. Yes, you're looking rude. I'm in the mood to make love tonight. Hey, well, everything is gonna be alright. I'm in the mood. Yes, you're looking rude. I'm in the mood to make love tonight. And everything is gonna be alright. I'm gonna bask in the afterglow. Oh yes, love's got me so complete. I'm gonna make sure put on a good show, 'cause good love is what you needed. It's a case of urgency, so don't think I'm greedy, 'cause my body's calling, you I'm wanting, satisfy me, baby. Yes, you're looking rude. I'm in the mood to make love tonight. Hey, well everything is gonna be alright. I'm in the mood. Yes, you're looking rude. I'm in the mood to make love tonight. Hey, well everything is gonna be alright.
I never met anyone like you before, with a mind and a heart so clean and pure. Now that I've found you, baby, I don't have to search no more. I never met anyone like you before, with a mind and a heart so clean and pure.
This is the sound of singer Irie.
I found you, my lady. I don't have to.
Track called Love Like This.
In the morning you wake me up with a kiss, yeah. Greets me with a hug when I come from work. I know that I've made the right choice. Oh, what a woman so nice. Let me love you for the rest of my life. Let me say this again now. I never met anyone like you before, with a mind on a heart so
I want to thank the affiliates once more.
you, baby. I don't have to
One Harmony Radio over there in the UK,
anyone like
Ireland Worldwide in New York, NIE Radios in New Jersey,
know that I found you, my lady.
the Foundation Radio Network, ClintonLindsay.com out of South Florida,
I know you're an angel.
Allowap Radio, Dusic Media Groups, and the WGLRO all out of Texas.
Right every time, oh baby.
Donnie Walker, thank you for the links.
Touch my mind and soul. My baby, you're in full control. I just wanna tell you, I love you more and more, yeah. I never met anyone like you before, with a mind on a heart so clean and pure. Know that I'll phone you, baby. I don't have to search no more. I wanna take you into my arms, and I just wanna keep you safe and warm.
This is the sound of George Prophet.
Take you into my arms.
It's called Take You Into My Arms.
Turn you from the start. I know you will face a lot of heartaches, and sometimes the pressure is too much to take. I know sometimes you're feeling down and you are feeling low, but baby, this is something that you should know. I just wanna take you into my arms. I just wanna keep you safe and warm. I wanna take you into my arms, and I wanna shelter you from the storm. And baby, there is so much I would like to say, but it seems as if the right words just won't come my way. I've been loving you better every day. I promise you I'll never leave you astray. Baby, let me take you into my arms, and I just wanna shelter you from the storm.
Mr. Goose Pimples himself, Ian Sweetness.
You only hear my voice and it was right.
That's a title of the track right there. She fell in love. The rhythm is called the New Edition rhythm.
She can feel the powers of my melodies. Your style and comprehension, you change your way of singing. You've gone from B to Z. She say your voice is full of tenderness. Excuse me, and she must confess. I made her day. The first time she heard me singing there, ooh, she could not compare. She wanted me, no, all the way. She fell in love. She only hear my voice and it was right. So good to believe. That's why she fell in love. You only hear my voice and it was right. So good to believe.
It's not the way it used to be.
A double play from Ian Sweetness. This time on the Love Lane rhythm.
Oh girl, love is not the way that it used to be.
It's called I Can See Clearly.
Baby, no, I can see clearly. Oh girl, love is not the way that it used to be. The way you used to kiss me, and the way you used to rub me down, the way you used to treat me. You are the best hospitality around. And now you talk to me, in a way so shady, that kind of energy. Let me know that it's not like it was. Ooh, oh girl, love is not the way that it used to be. No, baby, I can see clearly. Ooh, oh girl, love is not the way that it used to be. Used to be. Yeah. She spend more time on the phone, more time with the TV, more time in the parties, no time for the kids and me. I guess it's only her body laying next to me, and the energy it gives gets remind us on the other side of town. Ooh, girl, love is not the way that it used to be. Used to be. No, baby. I can see clearly. Oh, girl, love is not the way that it used to be. Used to be. Used to be.
Can we feel it's too much pressure? Just bring your love on in. Oh yeah.
This is on Glen, Washington.
I know I've never been this way before. I can't believe I find myself wanting for more. And even though we are origin from different worlds, I can't control this thing I feel. I want you for my girl. And I know I'll always need the best things out of life. I visualize myself with 2 kids and wife. Heaven must have sent you here. You mean the world to me. You got the kind of love I need to set my spirit free. 'Cause when we feel it's too much pressure, just bring your love on in. Oh yeah, oh yeah. When we feel it's bubbling over, bring your love on in. Just do it, baby. Just do it, baby. Don't ever let the feelings of mistrust hold you down. Just let me get inside, my love. We'll always be around. Girl, you know I love you down to the very ground. Got no time for someone else. This love is stable and sound. And every woman that I see got something new for me. There is no other to compare. You are my destiny. Take a look into yourself and tell me what you see. You see a place of perfectness reserved for you and me. But when we feel it's too much pressure, oh yeah, yes, when we feel it's bubbling over, do it baby, that's when we feel.
When you call me on the phone, I tried pretending I wasn't at home.
This is the rose among the thorns. Empress Unique.
Your voice on the line. I had a
It's called Bring Your Love On In.
yeah. What we gonna do? Oh boy, when you're gonna come? Where you want me, baby? Why I can't get enough of your love? What we gonna do? Oh boy, when you're gonna come? Where you want me, baby? I can't get enough of your love. Why you love me so? You won't ever let me go. Won't let me go. Won't let me go. Our love continues to flow. Over and over it goes. Like milk and honey, we flow. Now that we're talking on the line, I wanna know what, where, when, and why. Maybe I'm not gonna be shy. I wanna know all the reasons why. I wanna know, just gotta know what you gonna do. Ooh boy, when you're gonna come? Where you want me, baby? Why I can't get enough of your love? What we gonna do? Ooh boy, when you're gonna come? Where you want me, baby? I can't get enough of your love. I wanna walk the walk with you. I wanna talk the talk with you. I wanna do all the things that lovers are supposed to do. I wanna walk the walk with you. I wanna talk the talk with you, boy. I wanna do all the things that lovers are supposed to do. Baby, I'm not gonna be shy. I wanna know all of the reasons why. I wanna know, just gotta know. Maybe I'm not gonna be shy. I wanna ask you all the reasons why.
First time she blessed my hands, clean and clean, got the wicked of the knee. Remember what the wish. Oh, heaven, you're so beautiful. Music just turns me on. Clean and our eyes got me glued to the spot. Her smile put over my face, just like a baby kid from Shakespeare. At first sight was
This is the sound of Mason the Emperor.
mutual love. She laid back in her arms, closed her eyes and
Jack called Lovers Rock.
she said she loved the lovers rock, yeah. Ooh, cool and easy like a summer breeze. Said she loved the lovers rock, yeah. Ooh, kind of love to keep her mind at ease. Said she can't take the book without her. Said she wants a real man to love forever. Said she loved the lovers rock, yeah. Ooh, yeah. I know every man can attract. Special kind of love, ain't no one above. Natural beauty, one of a kind. So divine that she's all my mind. So I make sure every rush is with me filled with love. I give thanks and praise to the one above. Say I'm me and the only man where she love. Can the spirit still so secure? At first sight was love, real true love, mutual love. She lay back in her arms, close her eyes and start to back. She said she loved the love is right.
Give me just a little smile, just smile. That's all I ask of you. Oh yeah. Give me just a little smile, just smile. We got a message for you.
Yeah, we're bouncing nice and easy tonight.
Smile, that smile. You do it every time.
As we have bounced into the McNeil Trucking segment.
You let the good vibes grow, yeah. It's the sunshine, sunshine, sunshine.
Thank you, McNeil Trucking.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Don't you hurry, don't you hurry, don't you.
Taking care of your moving needs.
Take it easy. Sunshine, 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 reggae. Let the good vibe just grow a little stronger. People smile at you wherever you go. When sweet reggae music is playing on your radio. Give me just a little smile. That smile, that's all I ask of you. Oh yeah, yeah. Give me just a little smile. Bring it on, yeah. We got a message for you.
Asleep on the bed.
This is on AJ Brown.
I had to smile to myself when I heard what she said.
It's called Dreams of Me.
Sleep, but she wasn't counting sheep. And then she moaned and groaned as she squeezed her pillow tight. Oh, what a sight! She was feeling alright. And then she called out my name. In the middle of her ecstasy, give it to me, AJ, she said, give it to me, baby. She was dreaming dreams of me, deep in her fantasy, dreaming dreams of me, yeah. Dreaming dreams of me, deep in her ecstasy. Dreaming dreams of me. Alright, oh yeah. AJ. Listen. It seems I was just lucky to be right on time to hear her expression so divine. Coming straight from the soul and her subconscious mind. She was deep in REM sleep, her body waiting patiently. I could not help myself, I felt my nature rise. No more disguise, I thought it was wise for me to join with her, together underneath the sheet. I felt so complete when she hugged my body. She was dreaming dreams of me. She was deep in her ecstasy, dreaming dreams of me.
Yeah, we're taking it easy on the heart tonight, yeah? Bouncing through musical therapy.
Put on your red dress and slip on your high heels.
This is Yishka.
Sweet perfume.
His rendition of My.
Good on you. Slide on your lipstick. Baby, you wear the crown. 'Cause when you get through, I wanna show you. Tonight will be a special night of many more to come. Baby, I'm so proud to be with you. I just wanna let you know you got me saying, my. You sure look good tonight, and you're so damn fine. You got me saying, my. You sure look good tonight. After all this time, slip on your mind now. Step in my bedroom. First I wanna take some time. I just wanna look at you. Girl, you are so fine. I can't believe my eyes. You know what I wanna do. I wanna make love to you. Tonight will be a special night of many more to come. Baby, I'm so proud to be with you. So proud to share your love. You sure look good tonight, and you're so damn fine. You got me saying, my. You sure look good tonight. After all this time. Before I could run, I found you already settled down in the back of my mind.
The sound of Wild Tree.
It's just a customary
Working out with Annette Brissett.
moon is our deceiver that will leave you running blind.
Track called If I Didn't Know Any Better.
Your heart is falling. If I didn't know any better, love, I'd be falling deeper and deeper. It's true. I hear it calling. If I didn't know any better, and I'd be in love with you. Didn't want to look in the eyes of the one that I would be drawn to. I'm a moth lost in a fire. I know this is just a beautiful illusion, a case of the confusion between love and desire. Your heart is falling. If I didn't know any better, love, I'd be falling deeper and deeper. It's true. I hear it calling. If I didn't know any better, and I'd be in love with you. Burn down and settle down. our Emily said happy.
Jack called Imperfect People.
Everyone's upon a time. Like the way my heart was beating. Oh, that special night, your pretty eyes met mine. The world will never see it. No, baby, we're from totally different worlds. Oh, yeah. But if only they could feel it, they would understand how much I love you, girl. Sometimes there's no rhyme or reason, no special sign from above, no special sign from above. We're just two imperfect people. Break your heart, I won't ever cause you pain. Now, baby, let's just be those two links, baby, that will form that perfect shape. Yeah. I'm not your daddy's favorite, nah, baby, and your mom's no fan of mine. Let's just do our thing and show the world our love can stand the test of time. Whoa, sometimes there's no rhyme or reason, no special sign from above, no special sign from above. We're just two imperfect people.
This is G. Cole working out with Sheila Dow. It's called When Girl Meets Boy.
By now you've
This is the sound of China Nicole. It's called A Thing For You.
I didn't have a thing for you. Hey, do you remember the days we would walk in the park? We were so in love. I don't know how we fell apart, 'cause I swear I haven't changed, and my love remains the same. Do I still appeal to you? Do you still have that flame? It's unbearable, and darling, I wish I didn't have a thing for you. Hey, hey,
This is the sound of the birthday boy himself, G-Mac.
Thinking of you
The video for this was released yesterday.
when you're not here. I love,
It's his rendition of Kissing You.
baby, this time together we must spend. Holding you close, taking time to let you know. Tonight's the night we will share. Turn off the lights, come close to me. Tell me I'm all you ever need. Tell me it's not just a dream. And if it is, my heart believes that you are mine, and this is real. I can see loving you all through the night. Share my love. It will be alright. Together, kissing you. Loving you all through the night. Share my love. It will be alright, yeah. What's better than a love that's made for two? I cannot count the ways I feel for you, but you should know, and starting from today, from this point on, my love is here to stay. Like close to me, hold on, let's make love all night long. Baby, I'm yours, take all of me. I'll never try to bring you down. My love will always be around. Yes, I'm convinced you're all I need. Kissing you, loving you all through the night. Share my love. Tonight is our night. Together, kissing you, loving you all through the night. Share my love. It will be alright. Together, kissing you, loving you all through the night. Share my love. Tonight is our night. Together, tonight's the night we will share. Turn off the lights, come close to me. Tell me I'm all you ever
son of Tanya Saki.
Hey, little darling.
Working out with Freddie Dreddy McGregor.
And tonight, my love.
It's called Dance All Night.
I brought you all my loving, all that you could need and more. Yeah. What are you waiting for to get this thing started? Don't be waiting on no Marvin Gaye, 'cause I'm the music and you're the wine, yeah. So come dance all night to my music and let me feel your wine as the heat climbs. So come dance all night to my music and let us reach that joy together.
Good morning, honey. Did you sleep all right? I slept like a baby, 'cause it felt so nice. 'Cause you are so wonderful. Wonderful. I am so blessed. Do you have to go to work? I'll cancel my studio time. Can't you
I want to thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight.
feel it fine? So we can
I want to thank GMEC
spend in our paradise.
for the complimentary ticket that he's giving away. GMAT Music Solutions. Remember, Rhythms of the Heart happens on Saturday. Big ups to Matt Neal Trucking, and thank you for sponsoring this segment of the broadcast. With Matt Neal Trucking, you're in good hands. Give him a call, 954-406-9740. Tell them DJ Kevin Stew sent you. Thank you to the affiliates. One Harmony Radio, Island Worldwide. NIE Radio, Foundation Radio Network, ClintonLindsay.com, WGLRO, CR7, Oliwap Radio, Dosic Media Groups, PEMGTV.com. Thank you all. As we go, remember, look out for members of your community, and your community is not just the development that lives in your, not just your development that you live in, but it spreads far and wide. So look out for members of your community today, because you never know who's gonna look out for you tomorrow. These are the people that you pass along the way, whether you walk, ride, or drive, take the bus, the plane, the boat, or the train. Catch you tomorrow as we close out the night shift week. Real Talk Wednesday. So be good. If you can't be good at it. Good morning, good afternoon, good day to you, wherever you are in the world, from right here in South Florida. I bid you a good night. Greetings and salutations, one and all. You're invited to tune in to the night shift with DJ Kevin Stew. It airs on Mondays with Community and Finance, Tuesdays with Healthy Love, and Wednesdays with Real Talk from 10 p.m. to midnight Eastern Time. Come spend some time interacting in the stew pot, where we keep things bubbling and wind down in musical therapy. The Night Shift with DJ Kevin Stew is on kevinstew.com, where you're encouraged to have acceptance through enlightenment.